Everybody's on Fusion?
Whenever you're ready.
Alana, you on? Okay. Now I'm on Fusion. Okay, so I use Fusion. And I know that there were some questions about people saying that Fusion was going away. And I called and asked, and they said, no, it's not. They're going to be revamping, but it's not going away. So I'm very happy because I love Fusion.
Well, I mean, I called just
Yeah.
like you did because I knew that couldn't be correct.
Well, there was no way because this is the only thing that works with Apple. And so it couldn't have gone away. So anyway, so yay. All right, so I use Fusion, and I think it makes more sense. But that's for a Fusion class. So I'm doing CMA today. So really and truly when we're doing a CMA, most of the time the first thing we're doing is we're doing this for our sellers, right? And we're trying to see what the properties in the area are selling for. Also, what what is also our competition too. So we have to look at all that. So the best way to do that is obviously we start with our search. Okay, so we go up to search, and I'm going to use one of my listings that I would love for anyone to sell. 7 Lysander. You'll get to know that address very, very quickly. Okay, so we go into search, and it's a single family, and it's all these different things that you can look at. So I go over to single family, and then I go down to the Woodlands area because I have that all set up. You don't have that set up. Just go to the HARMLS RES system search. See it?
Where are you, Robin?
So I go up to search.
Okay.
Okay. I go to single family.
Okay.
I go over, and it says HARMLS RES system search.
I got just ARMLS for residential system.
That's it. Just click on that one. Yep. Click on that one. Okay, that's fine. You just haven't been to a Fusion class. When you go to a Fusion class, they show you how to set up all kinds of different ones. So that's okay. All right, so now we're in our single family. Okay, that's what we're in. So what we do now is we're going to, okay, so I'm going to use 7 Lysander. That's the house that we're going to be using.
7 what?
7 Lysander. Please sell it. So that's one of my listings.
As soon as you spell it, I will.
Lysander.
L-Y.
You know, it's Bardsbrook. You know, Bardsbrook
Yeah.
in Sterling
I know,
Ridge.
yeah,
That's-
yeah, I know where that is. But
Please sell that house. Okay. So now what we're doing is I want to see what our competition is. So I want to see all the active properties. I want to see anything that's got a contract on it. So I want option pending. I want all of that. And I want the sold properties. Now remember, when we're doing our CMA, we only go back 6 months, right? And the reason we only go back 6 months of sales is
because of the appraisers.
right. The appraisers do not go past 6 months, so we're not going to go past 6 months. Okay, so if we start here, we're going to look at our status, okay? And its status, it already has...
But that's because you've already got that in your machine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what do we need
So
to be with
I'm going to show you. Click on that little arrow,
Do what now? Hit that little arrow.
status, and hit the little arrow. And it's already started for us active, option pending, and pending continue to show. So I'm also going to add pending and sold.
Do I have to?
You got to click on those to add those in there. So
Can you hit control or anything like that?
just click it.
Okay.
No, because Fusion is makes more sense.
And sold.
Okay, so we want to add the sold in there too, okay? So now we can move on to, let's go ahead and make it the Woodlands. And if you go down to geo market area, if you start WOODL, it populates the Woodlands.
So you don't do it by location or area?
Geo market area narrows it down more because, you know, even over in Oak Ridge, they say it's the Woodlands area. So we want to make it the Woodlands.
Then you just scale down and push it.
Yeah.
And get it up there. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so now I also want to go ahead and make our zip code. I put our zip code in there, and it's 77382. If you notice at the top where it says in yellow matches, okay, it's thinking right now, and it's trying to find all the matches right now for what I've put in here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to closing date, and that's at the very bottom. Closing date. So I want to go ahead and make sure it's this past 6 months. So what would that be? 04, 01, 2000,
I gotta go to the bottom,
2013.
right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, invalid data. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Closing date, okay. What
All right. I just went ahead and put the closing date because I wanted only the last 6 months. So I think that's, yeah, that's March 1st, right? Or April 1st, sorry, April 1st. Yeah. Okay. So I put that in there. Okay, so now let's go up and start describing our property. Okay, so if we go up here towards the top. All right, we're going to start out with our bedrooms. It's right in the middle. So my listing on 7 Lysander has 5 bedrooms, okay? But I'm probably going to go ahead and pull the 4 bedrooms just because 5 bedrooms is very limited. There's not a whole lot of that. So I'm going to go ahead and put 4 bedrooms in there because that would be a good comp to mine. All right, let's do our square footage. My listing is 3554. It's a good sized property.
It's hard to find some of these things.
And you just scroll down like 3 or 4 more down. So it says building square feet.
So you do them.
I would say 3,000 to 4,000. All right. Let's see. The next one would probably be lot size. We're not going to do that. Year built. Mine was built in 2007. So what would we do? Like 2005 to 2011, probably. Somewhere around there. So we do that. All right. And then look up at the top where it says, in the yellow, it says matches. So already there's 40 matches.
I got 148.
Mine is giving me 0.
Okay, so you're missing something somewhere.
I got that top one.
Okay, so you've got the top, you've got the
I got
zip code.
Woodlands.
Okay, do you have our zip code in there?
Well, hell no.
Okay, put the zip code because that's going to narrow down because that'll take out all the 77380s and 73381s. All right. Property type, we can go ahead and put in there that it's freestanding because that's the next one
I
down.
got 0 now.
Okay.
Why am I having 434 207
Scroll down.
11 04 2013?
Scroll up. 77386. It's 77382.
382?
Robin, how come you don't do the lot size? Does it matter?
I just don't, just because this one's actually on a cul-de-sac, so it's on a bigger lot. So we'd actually make, you know, if you do it that way, then it actually cuts down too many of them. So you just do that when you're looking at all the comps. Now, if you were on acreage, you know, if you were outside of the Woodlands, if you were doing acreage, that would be something that you would want to put in there. But for inside the Woodlands, you don't, okay? All right, so below the year built, we're going to do the property type, and it's freestanding. So we want to take out anything that might be, you know, a townhome or a patio home. We want to take those out. All right, so the next one is for garages. Mine is a 3-car garage. Do we want to just pull the 3-car garages?
No.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just leave it as a 2-car garage. Because again, if I put 3, then that's going to dwindle it down to very few homes.
Robin, if you put 2, but you don't put anything in the other field, it will give you everything 2 and plus.
Plus, yes. So it would go up to 100.
Yeah.
Not that we have that, but yes, it would. It would just go up to infinity. So, all right. So then acreage, we're not doing anything for acreage. All right. So for stories, yes.
I'm doing something wrong.
Okay.
I got 0 matches.
Okay.
Somebody else had.
Okay, so go back up. All right, 77382, you got 4 bedrooms, square footage, you're built,
This is going to be on the
free, 2.
I did a CMA.
Scroll down
and I
to the
had-
bottom.
The property I had was 7,000 lot size, but the ones I could find that was close
That's
to
right.
everything else, except the lot size, they were like 14.
All right, we're missing something somewhere.
1,000,
You're
it was like
built.
2 and 3 times more, so maybe.
Square
Where's it in
footage,
Woodlands?
bedrooms 4.
The house is on the opposite,
Woodlands.
on
Alright,
the
go
other
back up.
side of 45. And the only houses that were,
Are you
I
talking about
could
over
compare
in
to.
Beer Lokes or?
Okay,
Where the
hit the
HAR
erase
office
button
is,
here
where
and go
the
back in and do
HAR
it again.
office is,
Yeah.
It was back
For
there.
the FEMA.
Okay,
Hit the erase, that little eraser. No, don't do that. Hit that eraser.
But the lots were so much
That eraser
bigger.
right there.
Everything
Okay.
else was the same. It's
Now
just
go
the
back in and
lots.
do,
So
add
now
it.
I've gotta go back and do the
Were you
CMA.
doing Chateau Woods?
And you don't have to do
I
that.
don't know where the house was. I forgot the address.
Or Oak Ridge?
Okay, and then try it, and let it think again. Oh, 0 matches. Oh, that's what it is. That's not the city. You need to put that in the zip. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so something is wrong. Okay, you've got that right. You've got the Woodlands. You've got bathrooms.
So there's little red boxes everywhere you put something. Correct?
That's an eraser.
Well, whatever it is, that means that you've got something in there, right?
Yeah?
Like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those
It
are
just tells you-
erasers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an eraser, and you can, if you click it, it's going to erase whatever's in there. Yeah. Okay, so now my house is a 2-story house, so we're going to go ahead, because we don't want to compare it to any 1-stories. So we're going to go ahead and put stories, and that's 2. It's we were at garages, and then acreage, we didn't put anything, and then stories, we're going to put 2. Okay, my house does have a pool. So we're going to hit yes. Pool private, yes. All right. Okay, so at this point, I've got 16 matches. Now remember, we were pulling active, option pending, pending show, pending, and closed in the past 6 months. Okay, so at this point, I'm ready to go. Now my next thing, what I do is I go over here to results. You see my little thingy? Okay, I go over to here to results, and I hit that. All right, so what this does is it's going to pull everything that I've already pulled. It gives all the information, plus it gives me my cute little map. Okay, on the map, that's where it's great because I can go, you know what? Those 2 sticking off to the right there, maybe I don't want to pull those. Maybe those aren't really good comps for me, and so I can take those out. Okay, do y'all want to take them out or you want to leave them in?
Take them out.
All right, we're taking them out. So it's number 4 and number 11. So if I go over to the left over here, I'm going to click that top X, which is going to make them all checked.
No, wait a minute.
You see this top where my cursor is at the top. All right, so I'm going to check that, and which makes all of the properties checked. Now I'm going to take them out. So I'm taking out number 4, and I'm taking out number 11. Okay, so we've taken those out. So now how we get those off of there is if we go up here to filter,
Wait a minute.
filter on the top,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
filter, if we click that, that actually says that I can show, and I'm only going to show what's displayed and what's selected. By clicking that, it took those other 2 off of there.
No, mine didn't.
Okay. Okay, all right, so go up here to filter, click
Okay.
that.
Okay.
All right, now go here, and we're just going to do the selected. So do the drop-down box right there, and then just click selected. And so then that takes those 2 off of there, and then it shows our map again. Now again, we can take more things out if we want to, like number 13 and 11, which are over there. If we want to take them out, we can. We don't have to. But it's a great way of looking at the map, and it's a good way of, because I'm a visual person and I need to see where these houses are. Sometimes I look at the address and I'm like, where is that again? So this is a great way of being able to look at it. Okay, so.
You're gonna have just one pending then?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, because that's what real life, that's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is, yeah. Okay, so now at this point, I am ready to do my CMA. And Fusion is fantastic because it gives me 2 choices, okay? I have the quick CMA or I have the regular CMA. We're going to start with the quick one. If you look over in the right corner, there's 2 CMAs and one has a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
That's our quick one, okay? So
Like the lightning bolt.
that's our quick one.
So we're going to click it?
We're going to click it.
Okay.
Click it. And now it's thinking. Okay, so then it gives us our report. Okay, so if you are doing a listing presentation and you do it on your iPad, this is a great thing because you can save this as a PDF and put it into your listing presentation. That's what I do. And so you've got all the information there and you can go over it. You can print it, or if you want to give it to the sellers, that's fine. But I love this because it's all concise in here. It doesn't give a whole bunch of extra information. It's just very concise. Yes, ma'am.
Now, I want to do it on my iPad like you said, but I've also got a machine and I want to make a booklet for them.
Okay.
And leave that with them with information about me and everything like that.
You can just
I've got
print.
a letter and everything else that I want to put in there, and you can do that and still.
If you look at the bottom right, it says print. So you can just print this, okay? And you can do that. All right, I know it's kind of small. Well, actually, it's better there. Okay, yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
We were on the map. Could we take a picture of that map too?
Yeah, absolutely. You can print that too.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so this is just the concise information of all of our comps that were active. All we have is pending, continue to show, and then our sold properties. So for my 7 Lysander, and it actually pulls my 7 Lysander, which is number 2 on the property, which you can take that out if you want, or you can leave it in. That's up to you. So there's 3 active properties, okay? And if you look over to where my cursor is, there it is. Here's bedrooms right here, okay? So there's 1 4-bedroom and there's 2 5-bedroom homes. So my listing, which is priced at $460, which is very good. It is the lowest 5-bedroom property in the Woodlands, which is fantastic. So y'all can sell it. Okay, so, and then we compare it to also the 4-bedroom, which is priced at $440 for $400. And then it just goes over, it talks about the square footage. The 4-bedroom is $3,250, mine's $3,556, and then the other property that's a 5-bedroom is $3,627, and it's priced at $525. And then it just tells all this information. It says how many days on the market, when it was built, all of that. Okay? Questions on that? So these are our active.
This is the equivalent to statistics in Temple.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And why?
What'd you say?
That
Why
is the
the quick
equivalent
CMA as opposed to the full?
to the
It's
statistics
just
in
different.
Temple.
Okay, it's just different. If you want to do the quick one, you can always go back and pull all of the properties and have each individual property with this. You can always do this, but is that necessary?
Is that the difference?
It really is, yeah, and we're going to go through the full one in just a second, but, you know, is it necessary to have all of that information? You know, maybe not.
Well, they
the
want
only
to know
reason
the
I say that-
competition, yes.
Yes, the competition, yes, but the sold properties, do we have to have, there's 10 on here that are comps. Do I have to have all 10
When
properties?
they ask you what something's sold for, you do.
We've got it right here, okay?
But we
Now,
print it.
when this is exactly it, because if you look down here, here are our sold properties, and it gives all the information.
Okay.
Okay, it gives all the information. It says these are my comps. So it has 4 bedrooms. There's only 1 5-bedroom that has sold in the past 6 months that meet these. If you look, it has our listing prices, and if you look down at the bottom, here are our minimum, average, and maximum. It also goes over to our sales price.
Now, what? Now, wait a minute, you
So it says, see, here's my little cursor. Here's listing price versus sales price. Okay, it's interesting to show it like this because it also will show you, okay, you know what? Our listing minimums were $429, $888, and our solds are $424. What does that mean? It means that pretty much everybody's sold under listing price. And that's something, you know, that we want to talk about to our sellers especially. And then you can go through and you can, you know, do each property and compare each property throughout this.
Okay. The advantage of having the other one
Yeah,
handy, at least, or,
absolutely, yes.
I mean, is because it has the link to looking at the pictures and
Yes.
seeing your house is better than yours.
Why it's bright. It absolutely, absolutely, yes.
Are you talking about the one on Tempo?
I'll show you that one in just a
You can
second.
get the same thing.
Same thing. This is just our quick one. This is our 1 page. This is it. This is our CMA, our 1-page quick CMA. And so if you look at the bottom, this is the best part of the information is this is where the minimum, average, and maximum go. Okay? So, also, if you scroll to the very bottom, here is our search criteria that we used. This was all the information that I put in there that we used. Okay, 77382, the Woodlands, 4 bedrooms, etc. All right, so if you scroll back up to look at our solds, okay, so my property is listed at 460. Okay, so if we look at this, the minimum that was sold that are good comps for my property was 429,888. And my cursor's right on it right now, right there. Okay. Oh wait, sorry. It's 424, sorry. 424 was the minimum, the sales price. The average is 463,917. So my list price is pretty much right on average. And then the maximum that was sold was the 531. So technically, I would probably go back in here and tweak it a little bit. I'd probably take out that maximum, this last property, the Millet Court, and I might even take out the pedal part. But anyway, for this we're just using it.
So you're at 460.
Yes.
So you're in between the minimum and the average.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty, yeah. Well, no, I'm pretty much, right, I'm pretty much right on target, yeah. Probably, could they use to drop it? Probably so, because it does need carpet and paint, but still, it's a good deal. So, anyway, so this is the quick CMA. Questions?
Is this the one the lady stays in when it's shown?
Would you say, Rose?
Call me, I'll come get her.
If this is the one where the lady, the owner, stays in the house when
It
it's being
is.
shown, that's a problem.
Can't you get her get her out of there?
We're on video.
Huh?
Yeah, well, I will try.
You know what you need to do? You need to go by when you're having an appointment and say, I want to take you to have a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Or get someone to go over and take her somewhere.
I know. Yeah,
No, not me, but you know.
well, okay.
The reason
She's
I say that,
handicapped, and then she was getting ready for a showing and fell and broke her arm.
Oh, great.
Okay, so are we good with this? So if you look at the bottom on the right, we can print it, we can email it. Okay, it's great. Okay, now, do you know that if you hit print, okay, you can go up here and save as a PDF. See that?
I'm just going to hit that to see what you're saying. Okay.
And then it's just going to open up and you just save it as a PDF, and that's how you can put it into your whatever you're doing. Okay? All right, so I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to close it.
Now let me ask you, when you save it to a PDF, do you save it to the hard drive? I mean, to like
Documents. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to do that because then you've got to have a place where you're going to put it into your listing presentation. Okay? All right, so we're going to close this. So now we're going to go back to the regular one, okay? The long one, okay? And so that's over the far right over here.
Oh yeah, we go.
Okay? So if you click on that,
Wait a minute.
Now it's
Get out
thinking.
of this.
close at the very bottom on the right.
Right here.
Close it.
Okay.
Okay, and then go over to the right, the far right, and then click it. And this is what, now it's thinking. And it takes a minute. Okay, so this is our CMA wizard, okay? This just has all the information. I think it's already all populated in there. Has my information. Next step is, this is for our client profile. Yes, ma'am.
Mine hadn't moved on yet.
Okay, I'll wait. Everybody?
Okay, now.
Okay.
All right, now I've got it there. Just next step.
Yeah, because that's your information. All right, so here is the information for our seller, okay? And so you can just put in
I'm just going to put my name.
information, his phone number, his email, property, subject property location. I'm just going to put Lysander. And when you put that in there, it does show the property. So when we show the map, it is going to have the subject property on there.
Is that ER at the end?
Yes. Okay. So it's going, are we good? We ready?
Yes.
Okay, next step.
No.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm not ready.
Okay,
I'm not as fast as y'all.
that's okay.
Besides, it's not my computer. Okay. 77302.
382.
Do it.
All right. Okay, so here is the information that we can pull over. If you want to do this, you can do subdivision, days on the market. This is where you're going to have to use the command. We want to do the building square footage. We want to do the sales price versus the listing price ratio. We want to use the lot size, the year built, the bedrooms. Do we want to do the bathrooms? Do we want to include the bathrooms?
Yeah.
Okay, and the half.
To hold down a command or
Command, yeah, I'm having to do that on
Well,
this
you
one,
didn't
yeah.
Tell me which command? Shift?
No, command.
Control.
Control,
Control.
sorry, I
So
forget.
You can then lift off control and then skip one and then go back. to
Yes,
it?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, number of stories, yeah, we want to do that. Garage, yeah, we'll go ahead and compare our garages.
Doing half baths? Yeah.
I went ahead and stuck it in there, yeah.
Right,
Rosa
number of
said to,
stories.
yeah. Garage description, do we care about the garage description? Okay. Pools, private, yeah, heck yeah, we're doing that, right?
Okay.
Fireplace, do we care about that?
No, because you don't need any in Texas.
Right, and closing costs paid, do we care about that?
Yeah, probably.
All right, and repair allowance?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so we've checked all these and we go up here to our little arrows right here.
Repair allowance.
Oh, you want that one too,
Shift
sorry.
over.
And you do the little arrow and it punches it over to the next side.
How many do you have? 1, 2, 3.
I just took out 3.
Oh, you just left 3?
I just left 3. Do we want days on the market? Because we have combined days on the market. Do we want days on the market?
Yeah, because if
Yeah,
you want to
that's
compare it to
important.
something
Okay.
that's sold way lower. you
Right,
can tell
okay.
All right.
What they started at.
All right, we good?
Uh-huh, I'm done.
No, I'm not because I'm in a mess, but you can go.
Okay, next step. All right, so here is what we need to do. Now,
I
This
didn't get
is-
subdivision.
that's okay. Don't worry about that. This is just something that remember that we're comparing, okay? Now, at this part, here is for talking about the subject property, okay? So what does the subject property have? And you can go in here and you can fill all this out. We're not going to. But you can fill all this out. If you know how much of an adjustment the values would give, you can put that. I don't know that. I never know how much of an adjustment. What's a 5-bedroom versus a 4-bedroom? How much difference is it? I'm not an appraiser, I have no idea. So I never put a value in there, but I will fill this out.
Can't you for a pool? I mean, because the person that puts it in takes the hickey.
Right?
So if it's not an elaborate one and they paid 40 or 50,000, you'd go between 20 and 25, wouldn't you?
Would you?
Well, it depends upon how old it is. but I mean,
Exactly.
you can-
There's a lot of that. And that's the thing is, that's why and the lucky thing is when we're in the Woodlands, we have comps that have pools. It's outside of the Woodlands, that's where you have to get creative. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It depends. There's so many
Well, what I
question
usually do
marks
is
there.
just call an appraiser I know.
Exactly. So yeah, let them answer that question. So, but you can just fill this out and you can say, okay, so building square footage, what's the lot size? I don't remember what it is. The year built, it was 2005, et cetera. And you can go through and fill all this out. We're not going to go through all of that. Okay. All right. So we're going to go to the next step. All right. So here are all of our comps. Okay. Remember, they are the same comps that we had on our quick CMA. It's the same ones, and it's pulled over here. Okay, so the neat thing about this is if there was an additional comp that you knew that sold that for some reason didn't show up, and I don't know why that would be, you can always add it down here. You can add that, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead. If we want to, we can look through here and say, okay, yeah, these are all good. I'm going to keep these in. Or I can take this, like this bottom one, I can take that out.
You just trash it.
Yeah, you can hit that little trash can right there. Yeah. Do we want to or not? Or just leave it in?
I always take the lowest one and the highest.
And the highest one, yeah. All right, so we'll take it out then.
Get better out of it.
So are we removing it? Yes, we are. All right, where's our other one? We want to remove this one too?
It is what, 130th? Is that the lowest one?
440.
No, it's not. It's this one. Here's 424.
There's 424 up there. I'm gonna
Oh.
drop that one down.
No, but go by price
Do you
per
do the
square
lowest,
footage.
I should say lowest price or lowest per square footage?
Price per square footage would be 127.
131.
No, 127.
So it's 27
That's the lowest
Pomerelle,
one.
right?
You'd want to take it out, wouldn't
All
you?
right, we're taking it out.
I'm taking it out
Statistically,
then.
you should take the lowest and the highest.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
For this property, I really wouldn't, but it's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we did. All right. Okay, so we've taken these out. We're good. Yay, we're good with these. Okay, so we just hit next step. Okay, next step.
Okay.
So now here it is that it's going to compare exactly what our property is with the comps, okay? Here is where it's going to give you all the pictures, it's going to give all the information, so it's all going to be pretty versus our quick one, which was only one little sheet, okay? Here is all of this. Now, again, this is where we can make any adjustments, okay, on the values if we know it. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to go. If you look at the top right here, it says the next property. Okay, so we can scroll through all 12 of the properties that are in our comps.
But you're only seeing the main picture.
Yes, okay.
Do you have a view where you can see all the pictures?
I see yours.
Yeah. Okay, so here's Savin Lysander. Look how pretty it is.
See it.
There
You
it is.
need to cut those bushes a little bit.
Yes.
Can you get her to do that?
No.
And then you need
But
something
the
to go
buyer
midnight
can do
cut.
that. All right, Sissy, go ahead. I give you permission.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay, so we can scroll through all of our properties here, okay? So we're not going to, we're just going to hit the next step. Okay, here is where it gives all of the information, and if you look down, look at the suggested list price, $460. That's what we're listed at.
yeah. Bless my soul. That's something.
All right.
You did good. You just got to work on the lady, honey. You're going to have to go visit her for a while.
All right, so if you look down here at the very bottom, okay, so our price calculations reflect sold properties only, obviously, because I'm not doing comps with our active properties, right? Because that would be crazy.
But that's something it does on its own?
No, you have a thing. You can do all properties or sold. See, you've got a little arrow
Yeah.
right here. You can do all the properties,
Okay.
or you can do the sold. But I want to do sold. Okay.
Well, yeah,
So,
but when you do, because
I want
changes the
comps.
list price.
right, I want comps. I don't want
Moves it up,
active.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so again, it's going to give all the information. It's going to give the high adjustment price, low, average, and median. Okay?
Yeah.
At this point, you can also add some info if you want to talk about it. If you want to say something fabulous, you can put that in there. You can hit the next step, and now it's going to load all of the preferences. So here is where you get to tweak the CMA and make it fabulous and make it yourself. And this is where you've got all kinds of choices. I'm not going to get into that because you really need to take that CMA class that HAR does, because they do for hours and hours talking about each one of these. But there's all kinds of different. See, this is just all kinds of different page themes that you can use. All kinds. You can go through
So
and
it
just
really
like look
goes
at a couple
more
of them.
depth Than the one on MLS, on
Yes,
car.
yes.
What the hell is it called?
And tempo.
Tempo.
Yeah, it's more. This is more.
Yeah.
Okay,
More depth.
so I chose Clouds 1, but obviously, like I showed you, there's tons that you can choose from.
Show us yours.
And we'll see it in just a second. Yeah, we'll see it as soon as I print it. We'll see
Okay,
it.
so we're on cloud one.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, so then you can go into footer selection. You've got some choices. You can have the agent photo and the office logo. You can have agent photo with office info, disclaimer footer, all that. I just use my photo and the office logo.
What do you use?
My picture and the office logo. That's what I use.
Agent photo meaning you.
Oh, we can do a preview. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
It doesn't save all those preferences, it does resets every time you go in there?
No, it actually saves what I like. I have a preference, but yeah, but you can change it. That's the nice thing about it. Takes a minute.
Oh, it's blank.
I know. It takes a minute. It is going to show
So
something.
you went with agent photo and office info
Logo.
logo. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. And it always takes a few minutes to do
You
this.
do preview.
You can. I'm doing it now. It's still thinking though.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna do it then.
Okay, let's move on then. It's seriously, okay. All right, so then we go through and there's all kinds of different things in the report itself, okay? These are the pages that it can have. It's a cover page, and again, you can preview it. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but you can preview it and see what the cover page is gonna look like, and here it is. Also, when we went back, you could have added a photo here, okay? But this is just the cover page that's gonna be on the front, okay? All right, cover letter. This is what the cover letter is going to look like.
Just hold it a minute.
And it is just, it's in there.
The only thing, I'd want we instead of I.
Okay.
Can you change it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's
can.
all I wanted to.
Mhm.
What
Yep.
do you do, go up and change it where?
You select the pencil. the
Right
pencil
here?
there,
Yeah?
And here's the information, and you would just go in here, instead of I, you hit we.
Okay.
Type in we.
Gotcha.
All right, and then you would save it. Okay, here's a page. I think this is kind of neat. Correct pricing is critical. Did you have a question?
Are those changes saved permanently as a template? Or do you have to change it every time you do a CMA?
I think you can go in and change your preferences, and then it's automatic.
Okay. So
That's what it is. Because
at this stage, it would just be for this.
exactly, for just this one, but you can go in, yes.
Gotcha.
Okay, so here is, just talks about pricing, if you like that. Again, you can change it. Property detail, here's the full page property detail. Sometimes it takes a minute.
Slow, isn't it?
It's slow, tempo. All right, so here is the property information. Okay, so here's the picture. Here is the remarks that were in HAR, and here's the map, okay? And just, it goes through.
It gives a plat of the area.
It gives the map of where it is. It's not a great map, though.
Well, but it also shows you the shape of the lot.
It does, yeah. And then it just goes through, and you can look at all these pictures.
Where is that space in between the price and the remarks?
If you wanted to put some remarks in there, you can.
Okay.
All right.